What's going on, Ravens fans? If you're looking for a Ravens YouTube channel that does nothing but post videos every single day on everything under the sun related to the Baltimore Ravens, you should go down right now and hit that big red button. Welcome into Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. I'm Marshall Green, not Tyler Jones. TJ, he's on vacation. If you want to drop a hashtag Summer of Jones in the comment section, make him feel some love while he's on vacation, because that's what he's doing. He's on vacation. But in today's show, we're going to run through the Madden ratings for the new video game coming out in a couple of weeks. We'll go through every single position group for the Ravens, and then we'll ask you guys how you're thinking about it. But first, I want to start the show off like this. Who was a better Baltimore Ravens team? Was it the team in 2013 or was it the team in 2001 led by Ray Lewis? Let me know what you think. Type 2013 for the 13 team or 2001 for the 2001 team. In today's show, like we said off the top of the show, we're going to go through the Madden ratings because they've been released throughout the week. Every single day, a different position group has been released, and it's Madden. Some of the ratings stink, some of them are good, and I feel the same way about the Baltimore Ravens. Let's first start with the backs, the running backs and the quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, he's coming in at 87 overall, which is actually lower than what he ended the 2022 Madden season. He ended the season as a 90-plus, and now he's an 87. I'm not sure how he got worse in the offseason, but here we are. J.K. Dobbins, he's coming in at an 81 overall. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, also an 81. Gus, the bus, is rocking with a 78. And then Mike Davis, the free agent acquisition, is a 76 overall. I get the running back ratings because they were injured. I think Dobbins will be a better rating by the end of the season because that's what Madden does. They continue to update their ratings throughout the season. And once Dobbins gets fully back as that running back one for Baltimore, I think his rating will continue to go up. And I think the same for Lamar Jackson. As we know, Lamar Jackson, he's an MVP player. He's the most dynamic player in the NFL. He can beat you through the air. We know he can beat you through his legs. I think Lamar has been disrespected by Madden, and he's going to take that and put that under his wing as he's trying to secure the most lucrative contract in NFL history as a quarterback. He's going to ball out so he can get paid. Let's see where he stacks up, though, against the rest of the quarterbacks on Madden for the 2023 video game. Tom Brady, he's coming in at number 1, a 97. Rodgers, 96. Pat Mahomes, a 95. Josh Allen, a 92. Joe Burrow, a 90. Dak Prescott ahead of Lamar Jackson. I call cap on that, my guy, at an 89. Justin Herbert, an 88. And Lamar Jackson rolls in with the 8th highest rating as an 87 overall, followed by Russell Wilson and Matthew Stafford. We saw the names on the screen. There's 7 guys rated higher than Lamar Jackson, but I want to ask you, is there anyone on the list you think Lamar is better than? If so, name them. I think Lamar is better than a lot of those guys. I like him more than Joe Burrow. I also like him more than Dak Prescott. But I want to hear from you. Let me know. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. When you get hit with that YouTube ad break, scroll down, answer the question, and by the time you comment, the video will be back rolling. Let's take a look now at the wide receivers, the pass catchers, the playmakers on the outside of the numbers. There's been a lot of talk about the Ravens wide receiver room this offseason and if they're ready to take another step. Still a lot of young guys in this room. Rashod Bateman, a 77 overall. I'm expecting a big year for him. Devin Duvernay coming in at a 73. Tylan Wallace, I think, is criminally low as a 69 overall. I think he makes a big jump in his second season. And then James Proche, is a 68 overall. We knew the wide receivers would be rated low for this season. Throughout the NFL offseason, the talk has been, are these Baltimore Ravens wide receivers going to be good enough to be able to elevate and be dependable pass catchers for Lamar Jackson? It's a lot of young guys in this room. But I think Tylan Wallace is the guy that's going to take a step and become a solid receiver this year for the Baltimore Ravens. A lot of young guys, and like we said, Madden doesn't like unproven young talent. You got to do it year after year for some players for Madden to recognize you and give you the proper rating. Duvernay, Tylan Wallace, Bateman. I think they'll all be higher rated as the season goes on. I think this group is hungry. They have a chip on their shoulder, and they're ready to prove the world wrong and show them that they are a legit wide receiver core in the NFL. Let's do this, though. If you think the Madden ratings are BS, then like this video. Lamar Jackson being rated lower than Dak Prescott, that's cap, that's BS. If you think the ratings are BS, I want you to like this video right now. What's not BS is this deal we have going on at chatsports.com/ballcombo. That's chatsports.com/ballcombo. When you go there, you can get 2 t-shirts, not 1, but 2 tees for 40% off. As my guy TJ would say, it's hot outside. Whether you're mowing the grass or going on a walk, do it in style. Rep the flock. We got a gray shirt. We got a purple shirt. 40% off. Chatsports.com/ballcombo. I'll put the link to that in the comments and description of today's show. Let's look at the most talented position, in my opinion, on the Ravens, and that's the tight end room. Mark Andrews coming in at a 93. I still think he's a little bit low and still probably the most underrated tight end in the NFL. Nick Boyle coming in right behind him as a 77. Then Charlie Calais is coming in at a 67. And then Isaiah Likely, the rookie out of Coastal Carolina, is coming in at a 66. I still think Andrews, even though he's rated a 93, could be a little bit higher. Year after year, since he's come into the NFL, out of Oklahoma, shout out to Sam, Boomer Sooner, even though Lincoln Riley left you and you're a fraud. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He continues to produce every year and get better and better. For some reason, he doesn't get the love that a guy like Darren Waller gets or a guy like Travis Kelce gets. But Mark Andrews is just as good, if not better than those guys. And I'm expecting him to have another great year. Last year, 107 grabs, almost 1,400 yards, and 9 tutties. I would not be surprised if he duplicates another season just like that. Let's look at the trenches, though, now. The offensive side of the ball. Ronnie Stanley, one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL. He's rolling with a 90 overall. I think that's very, very accurate. Kevin Zeitler, he's a good interior offensive line, 85 overall. Morgan Moses coming in at a 75. And the rookie, Tyler Linderbaum, a 74 overall. I think that's a little bit low, but I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong this year after he went late in the first round. And then Tyree Phillips coming in at a 69 overall. If you want to type nice in the comment section, I'll be down there chopping it up with you. Juwan James, 74. Patrick Mekari, 72. And Ben Powers is rolling in once again at a very nice score of 69. If you want to be nice and rate this grade the Ravens offensive line as a 69, it'd be a little low, but it's all cool. We can laugh a little bit. But grade the Ravens offensive line for me. I'm very curious what you guys are thinking or how well this offensive line is and how they're going to produce this year. I want to hear you loud and proud in the comment section right now. Let me know. Grade the Ravens offensive line, scale it 1 to 100. Let's look at the defense now. This is where the Ravens are going to make their bread this season. Michael Pierce back with the flock after being not there this past season. He's coming in at an 88 overall, one of the best run-stopping defensive linemen in the NFL. And then Calais Campbell, he's back once again in 87. Those two guys are going to hold it down on the interior defensive line. And then Justin Matabuke is a 75 overall. Brent Urban's coming in with a 73, and the rookie Travis Jones coming in at a flat 70 overall. Honestly, I think it's very generous for Pierce and Campbell to be rated that high. They're still good football players. I don't want to get that misconstrued, but they're aging. They're a little bit past their prime, as some people would like to say. Still good football players. I think that might be rated a little bit too high, but Madden is going to benefit and overrate people that consistently play at a high level, and that's what Pierce and Campbell have done for a very long time. Might be a little bit, generous, but I think they've earned it with what they've done in the NFL. Let's check out the outside linebackers and some of the pass rushers. I really like what the Ravens have this year. Justin Houston is back, coming in at a 79 overall. Odafe Oweh, a 78 overall. Tyus Bowser, a 77. And the rookie David Ajabo coming in at a 71. Oweh at a 78. This is disrespect. he had a great rookie season. I expect him to build off of that. This is someone that has all the tools to be an elite pass rusher in the NFL. He has the size, he has the speed, he has the length, he has the bend. He is just a good football player, and a 78, in my opinion, is a little bit low for him. I would have liked to see him anywhere from an 83 to an 86 overall. I really think he's going to burst onto the scene this year and show Madden they were wrong. And people that play the Ravens this year might not know who he is, but after they play him, they're going to be like, yo, that Odafe Oweh guy, he's a freaking monster, and he deserves to be rated higher than a 78 overall. Let's play a little bit of a game, though. Over and under. 11.5 sacks for Oweh this season in his second campaign in the NFL. Pick a side. Type O for over, type U for under. Let me know what you're thinking. Now let's look at the linebackers, kind of the off-ball linebackers now. Patrick Queen, he's a 75 overall. I like his game a lot. I think he's going to make a big step this season. Then you got Josh Bynes at a 74 overall, Malik Harrison, a 72, and Christian Welch at a 63. Queen needs to lead the pack. It's time for him to become not only a leader of this team, but one of the best players on this team. Coming out of LSU, he was projected to be one of the best off-ball linebackers in the NFL. I don't want to say he hasn't lived up to expectations, but I think he could take another step or two in his development as a football player. Last year, 97 tackles, 2 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and he also recovered a fumble. I want to see him cement himself as one of the best players on this Ravens defense, take the ownership, be a captain, be a leader, be the heartbeat of the flock on the defensive side of the football. From linebackers to cornerbacks, another really skilled group on this Ravens team. Marlon Humphrey, one of my favorite corners in the NFL, coming in at 90 overall. I love the physicality and just the nasty type of play that he brings to the gridiron. He's rocking with a 90. Marcus Peters coming off of that knee injury, an 86 overall. I can't wait to see him back on the field rocking the purple and black. I love the chances and the risk taker type of mindset he plays with at the cornerback spot. Kyle Fuller, his first season with the Ravens, he's going to be an 80. That's a good trio of corners right there. Kevin Seymour, a 67. And then Jalen Amore Davis rolling with a 67 as well. Corners to safeties, another talented group, and there's a lot of bodies in this group that are going to be fighting for playing time. Marcus Williams, the big-time free agency acquisition, an 86 overall. I think that's a good overall for him. He's a good player. The Ravens, they got a stud in free agency. Chuck Clark, he's coming in at a 78 overall. He's been mentioned in trade rumors all offseason long, but I think he will end up with the Ravens this season. And the rookie, Kyle Hamilton, one of my favorite rookies in this draft. I think he's a little bit low, but as a rookie, sometimes you got to prove it on the field before you get that high rating. Can't wait to see what he does. Tony Jefferson, a vet, back with the Ravens, 76 overall. Brandon Stevens, a 70, and Geno Stone, a very nice score of 69. Let's talk about this, though. This kind of upset me a little bit. I think we're all in agreement that Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the National Football League. And for him to be rated only a 90 overall, even though he's the best in the league to do it, he should be a 99 overall, no doubt about it. If you disagree, let me know, but I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. The most clutch kicker in the NFL. And Jordan Stout, the rookie, a 73 overall. If you made it to the end of today's video, I want all the real ones to chime in. Type flock in the comment section right now. You can also type Summer of Jones so Big Daddy TJ can feel some love while he's out in Arizona doing a little of a vacation. But if you made it this far, type flock. Let's ride. Let's go Ravens.